Walt Mossberg's weekly column is in this week. He's taking a look at the latest version of Parallel, software that can run Windows 10 on a Mac and toggle between the two. Walt is the executive editor of The Verge and joins us now. Good morning.
Morning, Carl.
It's John, actually. But this morning, I want to take this in a slightly different direction right off the bat. I know Carl and I sound alike.
And sometimes look alike.
Yeah, a little bit. I want to ask about the Windows 10, the Windows 10 experience. I mean, in a way, it's remarkable that you can get things like Siri and Cortana integration between the operating systems acting like apps. Also remarkable to me that Windows 10 ran so well on older generation hardware. Apple hasn't updated in a while, and you didn't hold your nose. What does that say about this upcoming holiday season when we see notebook demand in the channel starting to look stronger than expected?
Well, I think it's interesting that it's looking stronger than expected. As you and I have discussed many times, the laptop replacement cycle has stretched out by maybe even a whole 2 years in the last few years, as people have invested their money in smartphones and even in tablets, and have not been using their laptops quite as much as they once did. But they still want their laptops, so I guess on the one hand, it's not surprising that some of these laptops are breaking down. But I got to tell you, this was Windows 10 running in a sort of emulation, a virtual machine on a 3.5-year-old MacBook Air, not even the most powerful Mac laptop, and it was running fine. So if it did that, I imagine it must be running fine on a lot of 3.5-year or 4.5-year-old specially built PCs. It could be that people want a touchscreen. That's the main thing I can think of.
Well, do you think the seamless integration of Windows on Mac is actually a bigger win for Apple than Microsoft? Yeah,
sure. Obviously, it helps Microsoft in that you have to buy a copy of Windows, and a full copy, not an upgrader copy. Now, they were giving it away for free for a while, Windows 10, so you might have gotten a free one, but if, like me, you didn't, stupidly forgot to do it, I went for the purposes of this review and spent $120 on Windows. So they get that. But the main point here is to keep you using a Mac and to not feel like you're missing anything if your company says you got to use this thing we wrote in-house and it only runs on Windows, for instance.
Well, it is shaping up to be an interesting holiday season to watch for the PC market and companies involved, with inventories low and components and demand looking a bit stronger than usual. And this latest version of Parallels is going to give people more options. Walt Mossberg from The Verge, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, John.
Up next, a new report raising big questions about Yahoo CEO Marissa Mayer's commitment to cybersecurity in light of that massive hack of 500 million users. We've got that full story. Plus, IMF Managing Director Christine Lagarde will join us live in a CNBC exclusive interview. She's on stage with our own Sarah Isaac. Squawk Alley, we'll be right back.
To rewrite the rules of performance, Audi engineers found an answer in a most unlikely